Hey everyone, it's Bree. I'm back with another scrapbook process video for the Shimmerz Paints YouTube education team. And I'm super excited to share this one with y'all today because I am going to be featuring I should say, exclusive cut file that is included with the March Missy Whidden kit. And it's super exciting. Missy has her own kit. We've got this exclusive cut file from Paige Evans, as well as the newest release or newest item that Shimmerz has released. They are called dots, and they are epoxy dots, and they are super amazing, and they are only available in this kit. It also comes with one spray Razzeldazzle berry, and then there are 3 potted paints. I believe it's Minor 49er. Ooh, what's the other one? Oh my god, there's 2 other ones and I can't remember, but I'll have a link to that kit in the description box below. I had prepped, in the beginning, I prepped my cardstock with some gesso, and then this is the cut file right here. Now I cut it off, or I cut it using some thick Paintbrush Studio cardstock that I knew that I wasn't going to use. I chose the specific cardstock only because it's really thick, and I had planned on using this cut file as a stencil. So here it is all cut out, and I kind of like how it pops off of that, the white cardstock. It really pops off. But for this specific project, I'm not going to back the cut file. I thought about using it as a stencil. So I've got my first Shimmerz product. I use quite a bit actually on this on this project. So I'm using Salt of the Earth, and it's a Paste-Eez, and it's just a smooth dimensional paste that I'm spreading along the cut file. Now, I do kind of go in long strokes because I don't want to risk any of the paste getting underneath the cut file, because this is definitely just paper. It's not a stencil. It's not stencil material. And I didn't really want a lot of paste to seep underneath. And honestly, I don't think I got hardly any. I got in a few spots, but for the most part, it came out perfect. So I did set it aside to dry so that way I could use the stencil again in another layout. So there it is right there, and you can kind of see how it looks, and I am going to let it dry, and I did have a little bit of the cut file had stuck right there, and I was kind of worried since my the paper that I used to cut out the stencil was brown. I thought that the color might bleed onto my white paste. So like I said, I didn't go over it too much in each spot to like really get it going in regard to like any bleedage or bleeding. Bleedage is not a word. Here I am making up my own words. Okay, so here are all the 6 sprays that I'm going to be using on my project. I have the first color was a Spritz Tuscan Sun. And then I am also using the Vibez in Razzeldazzle Berry, and that is also in the Missy Whidden kit. And then I've got a Spritz in Ruby and a, Vibez Frostbite, Coloringz, Oh Say Can You See, and a Vibez in Jeni Bleu. So all I'm doing is spraying a lot of water, and like I said, I did prep my white cardstock with gesso. That way there's a barrier between the paper and all of my mixed media that I'm adding, so it doesn't automatically get soaked up into the paper. So I've got a lot of water, and I'm just spraying my colors on and kind of letting them bleed and blend together. As you can see, the Razzeldazzle Berry and the Tuscan Sun, I didn't let it bleed into each other too much because I didn't want it to get really muddy. So after this dries, I actually go back in and blend it a little bit more because that line is really harsh. And I hope y'all aren't freezing on your end, but my computer, for some reason, as I'm doing this voiceover, it's kind of like pausing every now and then. So I hope that my voice is matching what y'all are seeing on your screen. So I'm outlining the heart a little bit just to give it a little more definition. It does look a little wonky, but when I embellish and I go over it, it looks way better, I promise. So yeah, I just added the color, I blended, I added some splatters to each little section that had the colors, and I love how this turned out. Like, I absolutely love this. The paste and adding the colors and blending it and adding all the water, it was so much fun to create. So I hope you guys try this out. The color kit is $17.95, and you get the 4 paints, the cut file, and then the dots. So it's super, super, and it's a super amazing deal. And so yes, as you know, I'm very impatient, and I am speeding up the drying process. And I'm showing you how it looks after it's dried. And you can see some of that gold shimmer in the Frostbite, as well as some of the shimmer that is in the Razzeldazzle Berry. And as well as, no, Spritz doesn't, I don't think there's any shimmer in the Spritz, but it looks amazing. Now, I did kind of have, I wasn't sure what photo I wanted to use for this layout. I didn't want to take away too much of my background because it's so pretty and it was so much fun to make. So I chose a smaller photo, and it's in black and white. That way my photo isn't competing with my background. And it's a photo of my son's. This was at my youngest, this was on his birthday. We have a cake, and we sang to him, and it was funny. His brother was standing right next to him, and he's 13, and so my youngest just loves to love on him just to irritate him, but they both still put on a smile, and I thought it was such a sweet moment to get on my phone. And yeah, because it's very rare that my oldest lets my youngest love on him, so it was very cute. All right, so I am going to be working with my March kits from the Hip Kit Club. There's quite a few Heidi Swap, or not quite a few. This is the Heidi Swap ephemera pack, and then I'm going to be working with a lot of the exclusive products that came in my kit because it matches the colors perfectly. And yeah, so that's what I'm pulling out right now are the ephemera pieces, and I love these. I love the colors, and it just happened to match the colors that I chose for this project, and yeah, it was so much fun to work with. So I've backed my photo with some project life cards with colors that match the colors of my background. And then I am adding another mat. I can't remember what this, I think this is a Heidi Swap paper. I'm really not sure. I can't remember, so I apologize. Yeah, so I do have to admit, like I did struggle with how I was going to embellish this layout, only because once again, I did not want to add too much. And then, of course, I think y'all struggle with this too when you get a lot of new product and it's all so cute, you don't know what to use because you want to use it all, but then you don't because you want to save it for another layout. And so that was my problem that I was running into when I was creating this project. So I've added some foam and to back my photo to let it stand up a little bit. And I did have to add quite a lot of glue to make sure that my photo stayed on top of the paste as well as the mixed media. So like I said before, I did blend the Tuscan Sun into the Razzeldazzle Berry a little better. And I decided to place my photo over there so the line wasn't as harsh as it was. It kind of covers it a little bit. Now the title that I have chosen for this project is Captured, because that, like I said, I captured a great moment, you know, being a mom and having your children bicker and argue all day, every day. It was nice to have a sweet moment of the boys. So that's what I titled it, and I'm adding some glue to make sure that my letters don't fall off my project in a couple years, and just making sure they're all stuck down. There we go. And there are a few other kits that are in the Shimmerz Paints shop. There's another kit with Spiegel Mom scraps, and then there's a card making kit with some stamps and dies. So definitely go check it out. It's a really, really awesome deal when you think about it, when it's all bundled together like that. So yeah, definitely check it out. I'm going to be adding some of these floral pieces, and then that little piece with text that says "Life is great when we are together," because it is. And it was just such a sweet moment with them. Now I do add, well, I try to. I add some embellishments, like the tone-on-tone method, where you add the same color embellishments on top of the same color background that you're working on. So I tried to strategically place those flowers, like the yellow and the pink one on the left. And now I know the one on the top right, there's like blue and green into the yellow. Like I tried to get it, but I didn't want to stick too much to it. I wanted to be a little more free with it. I wanted you to be able to see that I was doing the tone on tone, but it wasn't going to be too strict with it. So I've got this yellow butterfly, and then I don't remember if he stays there. I'm trying to remember if I let him stay. I might have moved him. But yeah, like I said, I was back and forth with this project trying to figure out what I wanted. And then, of course, I forgot that there was puffy stickers in this whole kit, and I didn't, like, they were hiding underneath some paper. My desk was a mess as I was creating this. And as soon as I was done and I, you know, finished my journaling, then I saw it. I'm like, oh gosh, I can't believe I forgot that's, you know, I knew I was missing something. So yeah, next project for sure. I'm pulling these, what are these? They're like epoxy puffy stickers. I believe these go with the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days collection, and that's another collection that's also in the March kits. There's a lot of the Maggie Holmes collection, her new one, and it's super cute. But I didn't use like the stickers from her collection only because a lot, like the background's cream and my cardstock is white, and so are the exclusive ephemera pieces. They're all white background, and I didn't really want to mix the cream and the white. So I do look, I think I add this butterfly, but the other pieces I don't think I was able to add. So yeah, like I've got that mint butterfly on the right, and then I did leave the yellow one, and I'm pulling these really amazing hearts by the Hip Kit Club, and that's where I'm adding the same color hearts onto my background. So they match. And like I said, yeah, doing the paste and the background with the sprays, it was so much fun. I just got to create, and I was so free with it, and like I'm completely addicted. I love using pastes on stencils and then adding color on top of the paste. Here are some of the exclusive stickers from Hip Kits. I'm just kind of adding those around, seeing what I can use. I thought that I already had a blue camera, so I thought the pink camera was too much. And I knew I wanted like a few more other different elements on my page, so that's where I'm going through and adding additional stickers, or I'm sorry, not stickers, additional little ephemera pieces and some flowers. And I think what else am I? Yeah, there's a little purple one. I think that's purple, and then a pink, just to fill it in a little bit, but not too much. And then I thought this bow looked really cute in the middle of the heart, so I glued that one down, and I thought it looked cute. And let's see, what am I doing? I think I'm going to add the date. And of course, when I stamped it, there was like a little piece like of paste, and so I didn't realize it. And when I stamped it now, it kind of looks like a 2016, but it was actually 2018. But I know that it was taken in that year, in the correct year, but it kind of bothered me. And that's my Felicity Jane date stamp. And then I'm just going to add a little or a couple lines of journaling. And that about does it. That is it. So please definitely check out the Shimmerz Paints website. Check out the color kits. My code, or not, I'm sorry, not my code, but if you leave my name in the comments, it will be, you'll be eligible for a free gift, not on the color kits, but on anything else in the shop. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one.